Is it worth buying leasehold property in Hawaii? Good question. I've talked about the differences between leasehold and fee simple in other videos, so you're going to want to click on that to get that detailed information. I'm assuming you've seen that video already. So why on earth would someone want to buy a property that they don't own? I mean, that shocks some people. Well, there are some good reasons. The quick answer is, it depends. Leasehold properties are bought and sold all the time. In fact, the very first property I bought was leasehold. So is this worth it for you? Well, I hope we're going to find out in this video. Aloha, I'm Peter Kay, and I connect with people that want to live in Hawaii. So if that's you, you have found the right channel. Subscribe and click on the notifications button. Okay, so there are several good reasons why someone might want to buy a leasehold property. First, you only want it for the short term. For example, when I bought my first condo, I was in my 20s, and I wasn't going to keep it forever, and I wanted something that was lower cost. Leasehold properties are cheaper than fee simple properties. I talk about this in other videos. But if you just want it for a short term, it's a winner. What's nice about that is because leaseholds are cheaper, you get to live in basically a nicer property for the same price than you would if it was fee simple, and you're going to sell it anyway. So it's good. Now look, before I go any further, you need to know I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a banker. Just a regular guy. I've bought and sold real estate in Hawaii since the mid 80s. And a lot of people have asked about leasehold versus fee simple. And so I put together a series of videos to talk about that. You're going to want to definitely subscribe and get the notifications on if you're going to be into real estate in Hawaii. So that said, if you are looking for real estate in Hawaii, I can connect you with an agent. I've got a whole bunch of agents that I've worked with and known for decades. Some of them are like family. And I could give you a referral to one instead of you kind of, starting off with like a total stranger. Okay, there are some other reasons why you'd want a leasehold property. Another one is that you really don't want to buy, but you kind of also want stable rent. You want predictable rent. Leasehold property is kind of in some ways like renting, and your rents don't go up as much. Now, there's renegotiation with leases, and I talk about that in another video, but for the most part, for this discussion, it's like paying rent that doesn't go up. Another reason for buying a leasehold property is that some leasehold properties have the fee available, meaning that you can convert it to a leasehold property. So if you like the property and the fees available, you can convert it and then own it like a traditional property, like a fee simple property. So when would it not be worth it to buy leasehold over fee simple? Bunch of reasons. One of them is the lease is coming up for renegotiation soon. That creates a whole bunch of risks. Now I talk about renegotiation and expiration of the lease in other videos, so you're going to want to click on those. But this is just one reason to not buy a leasehold property if it's coming up soon, if renegotiation or if expiration is coming up soon. The other reason, kind of somewhat obvious, is you don't want to hold the property for short term, you want to hold it for long term. That's what I love about Hawaii neighborhoods, man. Look at this beautiful neighborhood. I'm in the Kalama Valley area near Hawaii Kai. You see Cocoa Head over there. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's going to be an ocean view coming up soon over here, so we're going to show you that. But if you want to hold on to the property for the long term, leasehold's not for you. You may want to pass it on to your heirs. You may want to rent it out later. For whatever your reason is, if you want to hold on to a property for the long term, do not get leasehold, because leasehold properties either expire or the leases get renegotiated. See, right over there is ocean view, right there. And you're gonna, right there, ocean view. It's a kind of a windy, choppy day today. And there's gonna be another beautiful ocean. Look at that great view of Cocoa Head, man. It's just awesome. There we go, there's the ocean right there. Yeah. It's awesome, man. It's Hawaii. It's gorgeous. It's Hawaii. What can I say? So what's the takeaway here? Well, the takeaway is that there are good reasons to buy leasehold property, but it's not for everyone. Make sure you understand that leasehold contract. And look at this view. Look, man, it's beautiful. Make sure you understand the details of your leasehold contract. If you got a question for me, click in the description. I've got a link to a form for your questions. Make sure you leave me your name and where you're from so that if I decide to use your question, I can give you credit. I'm Peter K, and I'm living in Hawaii. Aloha.